Okay, in this video for Somehow I Product Manage, I'm going to walk through the area or bucket of time in a product manager's week called sync outs. So in the day in the life of a product manager video I posted, sync outs are an area where I typically, as a product manager, spend an hour of my day, 12.5% of my time, and it's all dedicated to recurring meetings with partners and stakeholders, and I refer to them as sync outs because you're typically syncing with those partners and stakeholders, and you're also sending information out to the wider area or wider company during this time. It's an hour a day. Typically, it should be noted that there's typically only like a 30-minute meeting per day, but I like to have an hour a day because I like to have 30 minutes to prepare for each one of those meetings. And I typically like to prepare for those meetings the day before. I spend 30 minutes, on a Monday preparing for Tuesday's meeting, and then on Tuesday I conduct the meeting or send out the information that I need to send out. So let's scroll down here, and we'll just actually go through what that weekly routine looks like for my sync outs. So if you watched the previous video, you'll notice I had a 2-week routine for my dev time or my execution time. Sync outs is just a 1-week routine that repeats over and over. It still follows our sprint, the sprint routine at your company, but it only needs to last a week, and you can kind of see why as I go through it. So again, the goal of this time that you spend in this area is just to keep your own product team in sync with any other partners or stakeholders outside of your team, but in your orbit or universe in the company. And let's just walk through each day. So on Monday's typically when, as a product manager, I would give out a demo of the latest product changes that my software team or my engineering team had done to the product. I do it on Monday because Fridays are typically when sprints end. At my company over the past few years, sprints have ended on Fridays, and so Monday is a great day where the product's stable, to actually send out a demo of what's going on in the product to all stakeholders throughout the company. So this sometimes happens in just a meeting, a live meeting with any stakeholders who want to show up to that meeting. That's a nice way to do it. Also, it can be kind of stressful because the stage and environment where you're demoing from can sometimes be down or something can break. So I also often on Fridays, I would typically prepare for this meeting and record a demo walking through that entire demo. And then on Monday, I would just send it out, to the universe via a message or email to everybody. That's a nice way to do it. It's much more lower stress. The downsides of that are that sometimes questions don't pop up until later, that typically would be addressed in a live meeting. However, anyway, that's a way. That's basically how you could spend that 1 hour. Again, not a full 1 hour dedicated to just that meeting, but 30 minutes dedicated to preparing for that demo meeting, and then 30 minutes actually doing that demo meeting. Okay, Tuesday is typically a great day to have a meeting with your local product manager group. So what I mean by your local product manager group, these are the product managers that you likely all report up to the same group product manager or director, directing product director. Again, this is a great day to do. Tuesday's a great day to do it because on Monday you've done the demo, and so on Tuesday everyone has an idea of what are the changes that have happened so far in your area or your world, or your part of the product. And now in your local product group, you can talk about or send out a status of what's happening, what's coming up on my for my area of the product. And then your local product manager group can also ask questions, and you can ask questions of them as well. Wednesday is a great day to then go a step wider and go to your program area group. Program area, by program area, I mean this is going to be not only your local product manager group, but all the product manager groups adjacent to your product manager group. So this could be up to 25 different product managers in this meeting. There's also designers in this meeting. There's a variety of anyone else who essentially all reports up to a VP level of the product. And this is a lot of different people, but again, these are all people who are going to be wanting to know what's happening in your area, what's the status of your area, and where is your area going in the upcoming weeks and months. And you will also be able to get information from all the other program areas or product managers in your program area around what they're doing in the upcoming weeks and upcoming months as well. Again, just an hour. This is usually a 30-minute meeting, maybe a little bit longer, because there's so many people involved in that meeting. But and it's typically, actually, this one's typically run by a program manager who should be keeping it all in line and moving quickly. That leads us to Thursday. Thursday's a great day to have a one-on-one with your manager. Again, your manager's probably been in all these meetings, so they probably know a lot about what's going on in your world, and it makes Thursday a nice day to just have a conversation about what's coming up in the future for your area, any things that you're seeing that are blocking you, and then also you can talk about things like career development with your manager here. Again, an hour dedicated to that. Spend 30 minutes preparing for that meeting to make it useful, and actually do that meeting as a 30-minute meeting. Lastly, Friday. Friday is a great day to have a meeting with your product marketing manager. Why Friday? Because typically Fridays are the end of sprint for your dev team, so you have a really good idea of what's been completed. It's not like your product marketing manager. Typically, you're able to work more closely with them. They know more about what's going on with your area of the product, so you don't have to have a very polished view on everything that's happened so far in a sprint that's ending on Friday. But this is a great day. But you can just, this is a good time to just talk about what's happened with your product. And it somehow, it kind of does a nice job of a little bit preparing you for your Monday demo as well, because it's kind of a dry run, or a very first run through what's happened in your area, and it leads you into having a good prep for your Monday demo. Okay, that's it. Again, these are all about 1 hour dedicated to each of these. If you can take about 30 minutes the day before to prep for the next day's meeting, it's a really nice pattern, because it lets you prepare at the end of the day for the next day's meeting, and then sleep on it, and that's a nice way for your brain to kind of think about, hey, is there anything else I need to include for this in the next day's meeting, and then you do that next day's meeting after that. And that's it. Thanks so much, everyone. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.